Rosie just grabs a bottle as it goes past. What are we having?
Yes, a nice crisp, dry, white Chablis this evening.
Oh, that's very good. Can I have another one?
Yeah, sounds good now.
Father Simon and the hopefully ever-forgiving collective. This is from Justin. Justin sends in today's tale. My tale, Simon, comes from the 1990s, when my wife and I, together with our 3 children, were camping with around 10,000 other people from different churches at the Stoneleigh Showground in Warwickshire. This was the Stoneleigh Bible Week, and people from all over were there. Now, there are lots of pluses: good company, the outdoors, and hearty singing. However, one of the challenges, obviously, in camping at such events was how far away from the toilet blocks you should be.
Yeah.
Too close, too smelly. Too far away, too desperate. We settled, as so often in these matters, for a muddled compromise, and we went for a site which was about 5 minutes away from the nearest toilet block. So one morning, my wife and daughter went off on the long walk to the toilets. However, they were away for a mighty long time. Eventually, my daughter returned by herself and said, "Mum's stuck in the toilets, Dad."
Oh, no.
She actually does speak like that.
Oh, right, okay.
I went to see what the problem was. When I got there, a woman outside said, "Don't worry, I'm guarding the door." I don't know, she didn't speak like this.
No.
"Don't worry, I'm guarding the door. You can go in." At this point, I should explain that my wife is visually impaired, which helps explain what has happened here. She had gone into a cubicle and found the door wouldn't close properly, so she slammed it shut with a hard push. It was only then that she turned around and she discovered that the cubicle wasn't a toilet, but rather full of cleaning equipment. Worse, she found that there was no handle on the inside, and her slamming the door had jammed it tight shut. That was the problem. Well, I pushed hard against the door from the outside, but to no avail. I decided to climb on top of a bin and stand on it to peer over the top to see inside the cubicle and figure out what to do. The problem was that, unbeknownst to me, the woman guarding the door had disappeared, and lots of women kept coming in to use the toilets, only to see me standing on a dustbin, staring into the toilets.
Oh, dear.
They didn't notice me. I had to avert my gaze from sundry situations. One formidable woman said, "Why are you looking into the toilets? Is that in the Bible?" "I don't think so."
No, it's not.
"Down you come."
No.
"I don't think so." Anyway, eventually I decided that brute force was the answer, and I asked my wife to step back from the door whilst I ran hard at it. It was like the Sweeney, Father Simon.
Yes.
Or maybe Happy Valley, as a crack police squad break into the home of a deranged mafia boss. Except on television, they aren't usually instantly overwhelmed by mops, buckets, and toilet roll as the door gives way. So I pushed the door in, and I rescued my grateful wife. By now, I have to say, most women had drifted away from this toilet block, presumably to other loos or strategically placed hedges. Or maybe the gents.
Yeah.
I mean, no one wants to use a loo that's under attack, that feels as though it's about to give up the ghost, what with that crazed guy at the end shouting, "Step back, Maureen, I'm coming in to save you." I'd like to seek forgiveness from all the women at the Stoneleigh Bible Week who saw me staring over the top of a line of toilet cubicles and then trying to break into one with force. And also for the security guard who arrived just as we were leaving and whom I ignored and slipped away, no doubt leaving him with a long period of fruitlessly trying to find out what on earth had been going on. Well, who'd have thought there was such shenanigans at...
another drink. Another one.
That's very good.
Another Chablis.
Another Chablis, thank you very much indeed. So anyway, Stoneleigh Bible Week, eventful as far as Justin is concerned. Sister Susie, though, is going to speak as to whether he gets forgiven or not.
Well, I do feel for him here because, you know, he was only trying to help his wife, and the error I feel here is with the lady that was guarding the door, because
Yes.
you don't say "I'm guarding the door" and then wander off until you know it's been sorted. So I feel like you did your best, you rescued your wife, that was your main priority, and yeah, it was a little awkward for the other women, but I'm going to forgive you because I feel like your heart was in the right place and you were trying to do something good.
Yes, I think so. That's an interestingly nuanced point. It's the kind of thing that Matt might say.
Yes.
Actually, brother Matthew, what do you say?
Suze, as ever, is spot on. It is entirely the lady by the door's fault. What is she doing? Waltzing off when there's someone in there trying to save his wife from the broom
mops,
cupboard,
yes.
from the mops, and everything. And what exactly was Justin supposed to do? He had to go in there, rescue his wife, and splinter the door off its hinges and all of that. And why doesn't the door have a handle on the inside?
That is a strange
That makes
one.
no sense. It's the system again. It's the man keeping us down. And for that reason, I'm going to forgive.
The system or the cistern?
Oh, very good. I wish I'd thought of that. Cistern.
Cistern Chapel,
Oh,
indeed.